A powerful practice to attract endless barakah in your business. Must watch. This message, by the will of Allah, is for all those who desire rizq, sustenance, with blessings, stability, and divine success. There are so many among us today who are seeking a breakthrough. Some of you may already have a business that was once thriving. Perhaps your shop was bustling with customers, your income flowing effortlessly. That same shop, the one that used to see a crowd of customers every day, now sees no visitors at all. The profits have dried up, and you're barely making enough to get by. Some brothers and sisters have even told us that they used to earn in the millions, and now they can't even meet the needs of their household. Others among you may have just begun a business venture, excited and hopeful, only to face constant setbacks and disappointment. No matter how hard you work, how much effort you put in, things don't seem to move. Whatever you try seems to crumble right before your eyes. You've begun to ask, what am I doing wrong? Or why is nothing working for me? Dear listener, if these are your circumstances, if these words resonate with the struggles in your heart, then this video is especially for you. Before we delve into the solution and the transformative practice I'm going to share, I humbly ask that you support our efforts by subscribing to this channel and pressing the bell icon, so you never miss valuable Islamic content that can change your life. Bismillah. The power of a single, simple practice. Today, I will share with you a very special practice. It's not complicated, nor is it time-consuming. In fact, it takes just 5 to 6 minutes of your time. And here's the most astonishing part. You only need to do it once in your lifetime. That's it. Yes, just once. And by the permission of Allah, if done with sincerity, pure intentions, and complete reliance on Him, the results will astound you. Your business will be enveloped in barakah. If you own a store or a shop, you'll witness a constant flow of customers. If you run a service-based business or work online, you'll see clients, opportunities, and prosperity chasing after you rather than the other way around. And whether you're trying to rescue a failing business or trying to kickstart a new one, this practice will, inshallah, open the doors of rizq like never before. A time-tested method with deep Islamic roots. This is not some modern invention or an experiment pulled from a self-help book. This is a time-tested spiritual formula. A sacred tradition rooted in the rich spiritual heritage of Islam, one that has been handed down, practiced by scholars, mystics, traders, and awliya, friends of Allah, for generations. It is a secret weapon in the battle against the unseen forces that can harm our sustenance. Forces we often overlook in our logical, fast-paced world. But before we perform this practice, it's crucial to understand why so many businesses fail even when the business model is solid, the customer base is present, and the person behind it is hardworking. What are the hidden reasons behind stagnation or decline in business? Let's explore 5 major reasons that the Islamic tradition highlights, reasons that, when neglected, can devastate even the most promising business. 5 hidden spiritual causes behind business failure. 1. Bandish, spiritual blockages or ties. One of the most overlooked but powerful causes behind a struggling business is the existence of bandish, spiritual blockages or restrictions that have been placed on your rizq. Bandish is a form of spiritual interference. Sometimes an enemy, a jealous competitor, or even a disgruntled family member may intentionally seek to block your sustenance by using spiritual means. It may sound surprising, but this has been reported in many cases, both ancient and contemporary. These blockages can affect relationships, marriage, travel, and more commonly livelihood. Even if you work tirelessly day and night, even if your business plan is perfect, the presence of such a blockage can stop your business from progressing. It can feel like you're walking uphill barefoot against a storm. But dear brother, dear sister, do not fear. The practice I will soon share has been known to break even the most intense and long-standing spiritual blockages, and it does so swiftly. Inshallah. 2. Black magic and occult attacks. Yes, it exists. Yes, it's real. As much as many deny its influence, the Qur'an explicitly warns us of the harm of sihr, magic. In today's world, there are people, may Allah guide or protect us from them, who simply cannot stand to see others succeed. Your flourishing shop, your busy salon, your booming online business, all of it becomes a source of envy to those who harbor darkness in their hearts. Some of these individuals go to magicians and sorcerers to cast spells that create confusion, conflict, and chaos. These spells can create invisible barriers between you and your customers, disrupt your income, or make your mind foggy and unable to think straight. Sometimes it's not even strangers, but close friends or family members. People you shared your joy with. They couldn't digest your success. But Allah is Al-Hafiz, the ultimate protector. The practice I will share is a divine shield. It acts as a fortress of light that repels every trace of black magic and dark spiritual manipulation. In Shabal, it neutralizes all harm, bringing clarity and peace back into your business. 3. The evil eye, Nazar, and jealousy, Hasad. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned us about the devastating power of the evil eye. In an authentic narration, he said, "The evil eye can bring down a man to his grave and a camel to the cooking pot." Sahih Muslim. People may glance at your prosperity and think, "Wow, I wish I had that." Without realizing it, they cast a gaze filled with envy. Their thoughts, whether intentional or unintentional, can impact your wealth, your shop's energy, even your health. And if multiple people are giving you the evil eye, day in and day out, that energy builds up like poison. It infects your income, affects your customers, and blocks the flow of Barakah. This practice that I will tell you about, it doesn't just attract wealth, it dismantles envy, neutralizes the evil eye, and replaces toxic energy with divine tranquility. 4. Heavenly calamities, Bala'in. Sometimes the decline in business isn't caused by humans at all. Sometimes it's a heavenly test. A spiritual storm sent by Allah to purify, to awaken, or to redirect us. Calamities, be they illness, sudden poverty, disasters, or inexplicable loss, descend from the unseen. And when these divine tests strike, even the most successful enterprise can fall. Islam teaches us that calamities do not come without reason. They come to remind us of our need for Allah, to cleanse us of sins, or to redirect us toward better paths. But still, we are taught to seek protection through spiritual means. The practice I'll soon share not only fortifies your business from such bala'in, it also invites divine mercy that shields you from the unseen storms of life. 5. Spiritual impurity. Here's a reason most people forget entirely: entering your business space while in a state of ritual impurity. Dear brothers and sisters, how many of us casually walk into our stores, our shops, our workplaces while in a state that requires ghusl, ritual bath? This is not a small matter. Livelihood is not separate from worship. The place where you earn your income is a place that deserves the same sanctity as your home or masjid. If ghusl is fard obligatory upon you, then entering your business without purifying yourself could be the silent cause behind your consistent losses. No dua, no wazifa, no secret practice can help you if you neglect this foundation. So remember this always: when going to your shop or workplace, make sure you are in a state of tahara, purity. Perform wudhu. If ghusl is required, fulfill it. Only then will divine light settle in your business. Now, the powerful practice you've been waiting for. Here's the special act you need to perform just once in your life and with the right intentions. Its blessings will continue to flow endlessly. Step 1. Prepare the paper. First, ensure you are in a state of wudhu, ritual purification. Sit in a quiet, clean place. Take a piece of paper and write the blessed words, Bismillah ir-Rahman ir-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, exactly 35 times. Traditionally, this was done using saffron inca, pure and fragrant substance. But in today's times, you can use a regular pen or pencil. You may also print the words instead of writing them by hand if necessary. Once you're done, laminate this sheet or place it in a frame. Then, hang it in your shop or workspace in a high, clean place that is treated with respect. Step 2. Daily opening ritual. Every morning, before unlocking your shop's door or opening your laptop to start work, recite Bismillah Rahman ir-Rahim sincerely. Then try to recite a short surah from the Qur'an, even if it's just Surah Al-Ikhlas, Al-Falaq, or An-Nas. If you struggle to recite it yourself, play an audio recitation, but make it a goal to eventually recite it yourself. After that, make a heartfelt dua. Oh Allah, bless my business, bless my rizq, and bless the work of my hands. Protect me from the evil of the seen and the unseen, from envy, black magic, and calamities. Ameen. Then begin your work for the day, fully trusting in Allah. Believe with certainty that only Allah provides, and only He opens the doors of sustenance. Final message. Remember this, dear brothers and sisters, rizq does not come from clever marketing or location alone. It comes from Allah. When He decides to give, no one can stop it. And when He decides to withhold, no one can give. Implement this practice sincerely, avoid impurity, rely upon Allah, and guard yourself from spiritual harm. And please, remember your brother Ali in your du'as. May Allah bless your income, your health, your homes, and your families. May He make your businesses shine like stars in the night sky, and may He protect your earnings from harm, deception, and misfortune. Ameen. Ameen. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with more inspiring Islamic content. Like, share, and comment to support our work and spread the message. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, if you are someone who longs to witness the growth of your business, if you deeply wish to see your earnings multiply and your livelihood flourish, then stay with me because this video is especially for you. A practice so easy that it only needs to be performed once in your entire lifetime. Yes, just once. And inshallah, all the blessings that follow will not only sustain your business, but they will increase it in ways you may never have imagined. Whether you own a small shop, run a service-based business, or manage a large company, this guidance is for you. The message in this video is timeless and universal. This method applies to every type of halal trade or effort to earn rizq, provision, and when practiced with sincerity, tawakkul, trust in Allah, and purity of heart, you will witness your sustenance expand with barakah, divine blessings, not just in quantity, but in quality. But before we delve into the core of this spiritual practice, I kindly request you to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you never miss any of our uplifting and soul-nourishing content. And if this video brings you benefit, do remember to like, comment, and share it with others. Let's begin with a reality that many of our brothers and sisters are facing today. Countless Muslims from different corners of the world have sent messages expressing their heartbreak and confusion. Some say, "My shop once thrived. I used to earn so much, alhamdulillah. We lived in comfort and even helped others. But now everything has collapsed." Others say, "I started a new business full of dreams and effort, but it's not going anywhere. No customers come? Debts keep piling up. I don't understand what's going wrong." And some admit with heavy hearts, "Everything I touch turns to dust. My efforts always fail. Nothing I do ever succeeds." If this resonates with you or someone you know, then listen carefully, dear brothers and sisters. This video is a call to hope. A call to reawaken your connection with the one who grants all rizq, Allah. The promise of rizq in Islam, a divine assurance. Before we speak about the practice itself, let us remind our hearts of an eternal truth mentioned in the Qur'an. Allah says, "And there is no creature on earth but that upon Allah is its provision." Surah 11-6. This verse is powerful. Allah has guaranteed the provision of every single living being on earth. Not just humans, but every insect, every fish, every bird, every single creation. So how can we, as believers, doubt our rizq? The truth is, rizq is not just about effort. It is primarily about divine decree, taqwa, and barakah. This is where many go wrong. They rely entirely on strategies, calculations, and human connections, forgetting that the true provider is Allah. Effort is essential, yes. Islam encourages us to work hard, to plan, to be responsible. But that effort must be paired with spiritual alignment. If something is blocking your rizq, if your business is falling apart despite hard work, then perhaps the blockage is not in your method, but in the spiritual realm. The 5 hidden reasons why businesses collapse according to Islamic teachings. To truly benefit from the practice I will share, we must first understand the spiritual causes that often lead to business failure. These are not taught in business schools. They are not found in economic textbooks. But they are very real, and the Qur'an and Sunnah provide deep insights into them. 1. Spiritual blockages, bandish. One of the most damaging and yet overlooked causes is known as bandish, a spiritual blockage imposed through envy, magic, or intentional harm. This is where a person, out of jealousy or hatred, performs an act to spiritually tie down another person's success, especially in business or marriage. Some people might laugh at this concept, dismissing it as superstition. But Islam acknowledges the existence of sihr, magic, ain, evil eye, and other unseen influences. Bandish, when placed on a person's business, blocks the flow of customers, disrupts transactions, and brings strange problems that logic cannot explain. Many hardworking Muslims fail to thrive not because of laziness or incompetence, but because of unseen shackles placed upon their rizq. The practice I will teach you, by Allah's will, has been used to break such blockages for generations. With sincerity and proper intention, it can break even the strongest knots of harm. 2. Black magic and occult attacks. This is a tragic truth of our time. When someone succeeds, even among Muslims, some hearts burn with envy. Instead of making due for that person, they go to black magicians, seeking to destroy their livelihood. Yes, black magic is real, but unfortunately it still happens. The Prophet Muhammad himself was affected by sihr for a short time. If it can happen to the best of creation, it can certainly happen to us. This is why spiritual protection is vital, not optional. The practice I will share later acts as a shield, a divine barrier, protecting your business, your income, your health, and your peace of mind from the dark forces of sihr and occult attacks. 3. The evil eye, nazar, and jealousy, hasad. The Prophet Muhammad warned us. The evil eye is real. It can bring a man to his grave and a camel into the pot. Muslim. That's how powerful it is. A single gaze of jealousy can destroy what took years to build. You might be doing everything right, your strategy, your branding, your marketing, but if there is no protection from the evil eye, your business may begin to fall without explanation. Sometimes it's even from those closest to your relatives, neighbors, or even close friends. Their heart may not want to see you rise. That's why you must never skip your morning and evening adhkar. And the practice I'll teach you soon will, is shub all, offer lasting protection from these unseen harms. 4. Heavenly calamities and trials, balbia. Allah sometimes tests his servants with financial hardship, illness, or sudden disasters not as punishment, but as a trial. Sometimes, however, these calamities descend because of sins, heedlessness, or turning away from the path of Allah. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Nothing befalls a believer, not even a thorn prick, except that Allah expiates sins through it." But when calamities keep coming repeatedly, constantly, especially upon one's business, it's a sign to reflect deeply. Business failure is entering your workplace in a state of major impurity, janba. Many people, out of ignorance, walk into their shops or offices without performing ghusl when it becomes obligatory. Understand this, no matter how pious or hardworking a person is, if they consistently visit the place of their income in a state of impurity, they bring with them an unseen darkness. This darkness blocks barakah. Always make sure you are spiritually clean when entering the place where Allah blesses you with rizq. Perform ghusl when required. Perform wud regularly. Keep your workplace physically and spiritually clean. This alone can revive your failing business. The powerful business reviving practice, step by step. Now let's dive into the actual practice, the beautiful, blessed method that can turn your business around by the will of Allah. Step 1. Write Bismillah 35 times. Begin in a state of wudr. Take a clean piece of white paper. Write Bismillah, Bir Ragman, Irakna, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, 35 times on the paper. Traditionally, our pious predecessors would use saffron ink because of its purity and fragrance. If you can afford and find it, use it. Otherwise, a regular pen or pencil will suffice. You can even print it out if writing is difficult. What matters is the niyyah, intention, the reverence, and the trust in Allah's names. Once done, laminate the paper to preserve it. Or frame it nicely in a beautiful frame. Step 2. Hang the paper in your shop. Choose a clean and high place in your shop, preferably near the entrance or where the cash register is. This paper should be treated with respect. Do not hang it where it will gather dust or where people may walk beneath it. It must be elevated and in a place of honor. Step 3. Start your day with Bismillah. Every morning before unlocking your shop or business, say Bismillah ber Ragmanir Rakma with focus and sincerity. Recite any surah from the Qur'an, Surah Al-Fatiha or Surah Ibskan is ideal. If you cannot recite it yourself, play a recitation from your phone or speaker. Then raise your hands and say, Wib Allah, bless my work, bless my sustenance. Make it halal, pure, and full of barakah. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with more inspiring Islamic content. Like, share, and comment to support our work and spread the message.